Duswami will be here shortly.
And there. Here you go. I hope that'll be enough to maintain your discretion.
Exactly. It's like
When someone insults you,
The House of Varun archival code. Why do I think this is going to be more challenging? What the hell happened here?
This isn't what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were using as decor has overgrown the entire embassy.
Okay, maybe I was correct. This is definitely going to be more complicated. What?
I've never seen a tree like this before in my entire life. It'd actually be
Oh,
more
shit,
fascinating
they're
if its
making me
branches
trip
weren't
balls.
blocking our way.
Very sneaky. Oh, shit. Oh, Jesus. Another one to unlock. Is there a robot right behind me?
I hope you know what you're doing.
Yep. What the
This
fuck
one's
are you
down.
doing? Those
Bad
are
luck for
friendly
you.
now, you idiot. Jesus Christ, she started aggroing them before I turned them to friendly. Is this even gonna be worth it? Twixie. Hello, Twixie. Oh, shit. Yeah, no shit, it's expert. What the fuck is this? Auto slot. What the fuck? Are you telling me I've picked about 20 locks, never used an auto slot, and I don't have an auto slot available? Get fucked. Yeah, because now none of these work. Oh yeah.
What's happening?
Not much. Just trying to pick an impossible lock.
Picking a lock? What do you mean?
In Starfield.
Oh, yeah. I am writing a legislative bill.
Not in Starfield?
Not in Starfield at the minute. Have you been on the site Policies for the People?
No.
It was set up by RFK and a couple of other people. I think Elon might have had a little bit of play in it. Anyways, it's really cool. It's basically a tip suggestion box directly to the government, and it allows you to post everything from abolish taxes to, whatever. And it lets you, like, they're going to be reading it, and it allows it. It's almost like a Wikipedia sort of, where like you post your policy proposal, then other people can comment and chat and make suggestions and improve on it. It's like a crowdsourcing of ideas on how to fix the government. And yeah, it's really cool. And like all the popular shit, their government's gonna, like Trump administration's gonna look at and potentially implement.
Crap.
You should go on there. It's pretty cool. It's actually significantly cool. There's some cool stuff on here. And I had this policy proposal that I wrote like 4 years ago, just just for fun, just on my own. It was an idea for Social Security, how to save Social Security. So I didn't have it formatted quite right. So now that we have ChatGPT, I took my entire policy proposal, dumped it into ChatGPT, and then asked it to format it as a form of draft legislation. And I'm going back through it to make sure that it didn't fuck it up, and then I'm going to post it on the site here.
Oh yeah, I used to do that for any grammatical error.
Mm-hmm.
Most universities and my university are completely okay with. As long as you wrote it and then you give it to it for suggestions, they actually encourage it.
Oh, that's good. I saved this damn thing to my OneDrive, but now I can't find the damn thing. Because OneDrive is really not the most...
No, it's incredibly painful.
It's pain. I'm in pain right now. See, now, it's synced on my OneDrive app through my phone, but my OneDrive app on my laptop here is not caught up. And no matter how many times I try to resync,
Sign in.
all at once.
Sign in 30 fucking times.
Yeah, it gives me takes me through the 10,000 security steps, and then it doesn't like it, then it locks you out, then you gotta create a new password, then it disconnects you from everything. But I can't find the fucking file. Where is the file? It's not showing up in the folder that I saved it to, that I can see it on my phone. So annoying.
Yeah, I don't know about your OneDrive, but mine makes its own folders that I didn't
Mine
ask
does.
it to create.
Oh yeah, mine does too. So I pay for the Microsoft 360, so I get the upgraded OneDrive storage and all that shit. But ever since I did it, ever since I paid for the subscription, it's like OneDrive has a mind of its own now. Like, it just does whatever it wants. It just creates... there are so many folders in my OneDrive. Like, listen to the titles of some of these OneDrive folders. I've got Dying Light, League of Legends, Overwatch, My Games, Receipts, Paradox Interactive, Image, Live, Escape from Tarkov. Like, endless folders of backed up user data from 3 different computers in this house are all merged into this OneDrive. I think I found it. Yep, found it. Alright, let's open her up. See, now, this website, they have one fucking flaw on this website. You can't copy text
Target down.
and paste it into your proposal window. It's so crazy. It's so, like, archaic. It wants... This is just like the government. It wants it either in Markdown, BBC code, or HTML format. It's crazy. Let's see if this works. Oh, okay, I got it. I had to do a converter. Alright, create policy. We received your new post, but it needs to be approved by a moderator before it appears. Please be patient. Okay. I am the only one I am the first person to post a section on Social Security. So I'm hoping it'll get some hits. It's pretty cool. Like, I'm looking at, here's some of the stuff that was posted just today. This is just today's stuff. Single issue bills for Congress, term limits for senators and representatives, national voter ID law, ban artificial food dyes, yellow 5, 6, and red 40, end property taxes, remove immunity from pharmaceutical companies, ban mRNA shots, ban on dual citizens in government, tons of shit, deport illegal aliens, ban stock trading for Congress members. So these are all kind of just like, you know, hot button topics, but there's no substance to them. They're turning into like community notes, you know?
Yeah.
But I figured if I put mine actually in the format of a legislative bill, then somebody on the other end in the Trump administration is going to see it, and they're going to be like, damn, somebody just did all the work for us.
Yeah.
So mine is called, where is mine now? I've lost it. Collections, maybe? My posts. It doesn't even show. Pending. So listen to the title of my post and just the summary. I won't read the whole thing. Social Security Stability and Self-Reliance Act. I think this is genius, by the way. The Social Security Stability and Self-Reliance Act proposes a hybrid approach to funding Social Security, reducing the tax burden on the citizens and partially privatizing retirement savings. This act introduces a new self-directed investment account system mirroring the tax treatment of a Roth IRA for individuals to supplement their government-backed Social Security benefits. The goal of this legislation is to ensure the sustainability of the Social Security system while providing greater individual control over retirement savings. And so it's pretty cool. So like basically, well, they summarized it pretty well. I'll just read the rest. So effective immediately, the Social Security tax rate shall be reduced from 12.4% to 6.2%, applicable to both employees and employers. Individuals shall be responsible for the additional 6.2% of contributions, which shall be allocated to a newly created private Social Security account. So in my plan, you'll have your same Social Security taken out automatically, right?
I suppose.
But it'll only be taxed at half the amount. So instead of 12.4%, you're just going to be taxed on 6.2%. Then, through your employer, just like your 401k, you'll have a deferral program that'll take out the other half, but not taxed. It's not a tax. It's just coming out of your paycheck after taxes, and it's going into a privatized account that you can control. So the government isn't holding it. You're holding that half.
Invest it.
Yes, so you can invest it. Exactly. Now, this is brilliant on my part. I think this is actually the smartest thing I ever came up with. Now, seriously, it's pretty cool. So, go on. So, creation of the private Social Security accounts, and I call them the PSSAs. Each eligible individual shall have the right to establish a private Social Security account with tax treatment equivalent to that of a Roth IRA. Contributions to PSSAs shall be made with after-tax income and shall grow tax-free. Now here's the thing. This is how I'm making it work. See, this is income that you're being taxed on. So you're paying income tax, and then you're taking your after-tax money and putting it into a private account, just like a brokerage account. See, this should convince the government that they're not going to miss out on the Social Security tax, because you're still going to be paying income tax on the portion that you're going to contribute. So it's not going to create a government shortfall. With no restrictions on the investment options available within the account, PSSAs may be managed personally by the individual or through a qualified third-party financial institution. Upon reaching the qualifying retirement age of 55 and a half, not 59, but 55 and a half, so you don't have to work your whole life. Tax-free distributions. Tax-free. That means no taxes on Social Security distributions. Tax-free distributions may commence from both the government Social Security benefits and the PSSA funds. So, like, let's say, you had $100,000 in each one, and you start taking your benefits. It'll take 50% from your portion and 50% from the government's portion. You don't pay any income tax on your Social Security benefits. Now, in Section 103, incentives for delayed retirement and additional contributions. So this is how I sweetened the deal. Individuals who defer Social Security benefit distributions beyond the age of 55 and a half shall be eligible to make additional contributions to their own PSSA each year up to 5% of the existing balance. So if you decide not to take it after 55 and a half, but you're still working and you're still contributing to the normal employer program, at the end of every year, you'll be able to contribute an additional 5% of however much you've put in there. So if you have $100,000 in there, you'll be able to add an extra 5% of your own additional money into this tax-free account, as long as you aren't taking Social Security yet. So the reason I did this is because I wanted to create an incentive not to start drawing Social Security too early, yet give you the choice to do so if you retired early. Because some people might work in like a government pension or a government job like the military, where you serve 20 years, you retire, you're out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe you wrap it up, but maybe you just don't want to work your whole life, and you're cool with retiring early because you got assets elsewhere. But what if you're like one of those people that wants to work till you die, okay? And you're not going to take your Social Security. So you should at least have a benefit, and that benefit is you get to put more money into this program. But here's where it even gets better. Such additional contributions shall qualify for tax deductions. So after 55 and a half, now that after tax additional amount that you're putting into it, you receive an IRS deduction in that year for that additional contribution. So if I put the extra $5,000 in, then that reduces my taxable income by $5,000, thereby reducing how much taxes I owe on my tax return at the end of the year. Isn't that clever?
Oh, yeah.
Now listen to this one. This is great. Legacy provisions and family transferability. PSSA funds remaining at the time of death. Now, I'm not talking about Social Security. I'm just talking about the private portion of it that you control. PSSA funds remaining at the time of death shall be transferable to a spouse, just like Social Security is, or an immediate family member in the form of a beneficiary IRA. That's basically like an inherited IRA account. Legacy provisions shall remain in place to allow PSSA funds to benefit the family member, creating generational wealth. So, like, if the spouse dies, if Bob dies and Sue gets the Social Security benefits at a reduced amount, when Sue's dead, the children get nothing. No Social Security is paid to children. It's just paid to the surviving spouse. But in my version, the privatized portion of your Social Security that you haven't used can go beyond the husband and wife and transfer down to the children or grandchildren.
Oh.
How's that? Isn't that cool? Because it's your money.
Yeah.
The government's not, right?
So if you die before you claim all your Social Security, it goes back to the government?
Yeah.
Oh,
you lose it all. That's why it's rigged. So, like, if you retire at 65 and the average life expectancy for a man in the United States is 75, you only have 10 years, just from an actuarial standpoint, to spend the money, right? But Social Security will pay you as long as you live. So the longer you live, the higher the obligation the government has. The thing is the government's figured out you're going to die before you spend all the money you put into the system.
Oh, what a rip.
It's a rip. So what I've done is I've taken half of that money out of the government's hands and made it transferable in the form of a private Social Security account that they can't take away, and it can go down the line. You see, isn't this clever?
Yeah.
I think this is great. So now, Title 3, Risk Mitigation Strategies. I thought about everything about this. Limiting high-risk investment exposure. To reduce the potential financial loss due to high-risk investments, individuals shall be subject to guidance from the Department of Treasury or best practices and risk-aware investment strategies. A set of optional portfolio guidelines will be provided to each PSSA account holder, advising on diversified investments to limit risk exposure. So all this is it's a cover your ass provision. It doesn't mean that you can't buy tech stocks. It just means that you have to go through the typical risk questionnaire based on your age and where you are in your life, and acknowledge you understand that the risk of loss is high investing in these particular securities. Yet you can still do it. That way it protects against lawsuits, and it protects, it makes that kind of account structure something that like a Morgan Stanley or a Charles Schwab or an E-Trade would be willing to offer, because they don't want somebody to come back and go, oh, my Social Security money is lost on, Bitcoin, or whatever. You know what I mean? Now, Section 202, Educational Resources and Financial Literacy. The government shall provide financial literacy resources, including investment strategy education for individuals opening PSSAs, workshops and online modules on prudent investment management, risk diversification, and retirement planning shall be made available to all Social Security contributors. Section 203, I love this, I came up with this, protection from creditors in suits. PSSAs shall receive protection similar to traditional Social Security funds, shielding them from creditor claims and legal judgments, ensuring long-term security for account holders. So in a lot of states, like your 401k, you could be sued and lose your retirement assets. But because this would be classified as a special account type that is connected to Social Security, no matter what happens in your life, it cannot be taken from you. You see what I'm saying? No, it's like you can't. Your spouse can't take it claim it as marital property. If your business goes out of business, you go through bankruptcy, it can't be sequestered. If you're late on your IRS tax return, it cannot be touched. Title 3, Analysis of Potential Benefits and Risks. Section 301, Benefits, reduces immediate tax burden on both employees and employers, increasing disposable income. Empowers individuals with control over retirement savings, allowing for potentially higher returns. Introduces legacy wealth transfer, enabling funds to benefit future generations. Promotes Social Security solvency by reducing government financial obligations. And then finally, in Section 302, I have risk mitigation.
For years, House
market volatility. Investment losses are possible, particularly with high-risk investments. Mitigation. Provision of portfolio guidance and financial literacy resources. So basically that's education. And each firm that sets these accounts up can have their own restrictions. For example, you might go to a firm that says, look, you can have this account here, but you can only have 20% of the portfolio in high-risk stocks, for example. Inflation exposure. Private accounts may lack government cost living adjustment, making inflation a concern. Mitigation. Encouragement of diversified investments to manage inflation impact. So that literally says you have to invest in higher risk growth stocks. Administrative and budget impact. Reduced tax revenue may strain other government programs. However, mitigation. Efficient management of Social Security funds and increased tax base through economic growth. So what I'm saying here is, if you cut Social Security management, so that's basically the huge government office of Social Security, if you cut it in half and say, use AI and make it less expensive to operate and close up Social Security offices in every city and instead have it all done online with an app, or whatever, the amount of money that you're going to save, right, is that's government money. That's the same money that the government's going to have to pay you in the form of Social Security anyways. So through cost savings, we can reduce the cost of running Social Security and return that. We could either give you more as a result of that, or we could tax you less, and then you could do this private version. And then I have this enactment clause. This act shall take effect on the first day of the fiscal year following its passage, contingent on regulatory preparations for PSSA, account administration, and interagency coordination. How's that sound?
Perfect. It probably sounds a whole lot better than the rest of the shit that's been posted so far.
It does. It actually does. It's pretty cool. I actually wrote like 95% of this. I just didn't have it organized. So I had ChatGPT take all of my shit and then organize it, and then I just asked him to put it in a bill format. And so it did a good job. It left a lot of shit out, but I just don't want to fuck with it right now because I'm too tired. I can always edit it. But I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so what, can you upvote things, like...
Yep.
Okay.
You can upvote, you can comment. You can do all kinds of shit. Ooh, I gotta turn on my privacy. My real name is showing. That's no good. No bueno. Privacy settings. Never show to public. I don't want to show my name. Fuck. No. Oh, security. The site is very cumbersome, but it's still pretty cool. They need to do some work on it. Make it a little less government-y.
Yes, barely functioning government website.
Right. Like they need to make it more like Twittery. Very cool. Nice. I do not want notifications. They have a nice little notification schedule. You can tell them when, specifically, what time of the day, every day, you would like to get a notification that there's an update on your shit, or a comment or a post. So I'm just going to put 6 p.m. till 6:30 p.m. and I don't want to hear another damn thing after that. That's it. Yeah, it's called Policies for the People if you want to make an account. I think this is a brilliant idea, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, to have this available. And
actually ask what the people want to pass.
Correct. And you know, it's so you have a direct line to the government. You can bypass your representatives. And what's cool about it is that when they select issues that they see are popular, they then actually address them. And they're putting something in place where they're going to have like a meeting, like they're going to have like a committee and a meeting every month where they'll pull out the best ones that they think are things they could do, and they will talk about how to implement it, and then they will take your idea and all the community notes, and then they'll spit it back to the community, and they'll say, okay, we're thinking about this. This is what we came up with. You know, does everyone like it? You know, and then people have another chance to chime in and go, no, that's fucked up. That's not what we said.
Right. Yeah, because otherwise it's just fucking legislators proposing bills. And it's not exactly what the people want. And
then if it becomes a bill, they can name it the Ducharme Social Security Stability Act
Yes.
of 2025.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool if they used people's names, because it would give you some. It would show the public that the people are running the government. You know, because that's true representative government.
Yeah, that seems like the ideal way to do it. But then watch some. Hopefully not, but I don't think they'd be able to. But if they say nope, civilians can't pass laws or some shit like that, but it wouldn't even be the civilians passing the laws.
End squatters' rights.
I'm sure they had something we can use.
Yes, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a stupid fucking rule.
No benefits and entitlements for illegal immigrants. I think that's a good one too, right there. That's got a huge comment base on it. Let's see what they got.
Yeah, I get the deporting illegal aliens. It gets really, really, really tricky when they go through the loophole and they bring their fucking kid here, and then or they have a kid born here, and then you have to literally break apart families.
This is really cool. Like, I'm looking at all the different subcategories. It's like health, food, liberty, economy, peace, education, energy, infrastructure, homeland security. Like, they've got a lot of cool categories. There's some really good ideas in here. Like, I'm actually impressed. Some people have some fucking smart ideas.
There's so many smart people out there that never went to college.
Mm-hmm.
Like the HR guy at my company is one of them. This dude's smarter than me, and he didn't bother going to college. I just
A lot
don't
of
really get it.
there was this is a known fact. I've seen this recorded in print in a couple places, that the most successful entrepreneurs are the ones with the ones with the C grades.
Oh yeah, yeah, or they dropped out. Yeah.
Yes.
I tried to float that by my dad, and he wasn't having it. And my dad didn't go to college. He just got a realtor's certificate, basically, so he only took the classes that he needed to. And my mom has an associate's degree. So when my middle brother graduated, he was a first generation bachelor's degree. And my oldest brother only has an associate's in civil engineering, but that's all he needed.
Here's a brilliant one right here. Pay illegals $5,000 to deport themselves.
Oh, yeah, that would work.
Mm-hmm. Now, not everyone would do it, but you know a
here's the
bunch
thing,
would.
They're gonna come over here just to get deported.
They might.
They might just come over for a $5,000 paycheck. I'm fucking lost and I can't get out of this building.
This guy just added to the community notes. He said, incentivize this program by providing finder fees to citizens who report illegal aliens who are ultimately deported. So basically
hunters.
Bounties, yeah, you can put bounties on them. Dude, can you imagine that reality TV show with like Dog the Bounty Hunter just hunting down the illegals?
Alien hunters.
Alien hunters, dude. I would watch that every day.
Yeah, we got a report of a haven just on the other side of the town. We're gonna go see if we can ask around and find out some details. They just walk in with a bulletproof vest.
But you see, this is how you get around the whole, like, okay, what, you need to hire 200,000 new ICE enforcement officers?
Right.
No, you don't need to do it. Why don't we privatize this and make this an economy? You know, get a bunch of good old boys that got nothing to do but sit around and drink beer, deputize them, and send them out there to round them up. They'll have a good old time.
Doug, the big bad Doug.
Oh my god.
Have you seen that South Park episode?
It sounds familiar. I've seen almost every South Park. I probably have seen it.
Becomes Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
then he
yes,
also
yes,
becomes
yes.
his fucking wife, and her tits are just in her face. You can't
Yes.
even see.
Yes, I've seen it. I've seen it. Let's look into energy transfer. What do they've got here? Oh, here's my favorite one right here. Bring back Pontiac and Oldsmobile. No votes yet. And
I'm pretty sure
I love
that's
this one.
not a
When
governmental
really keeps the distribution
choice.
center tip-top.
Obama phased out some of the greatest American cars. Let's bring them back and revive other iconic American vehicles.
I don't think that's a governmental issue. I'm surprised that was approved by the moderator.
Yeah, they proved it.
But that's good that they have a moderator, or else you'd be like, poopy, poopy, butt, butt, poop, poop.
Yes. Exactly. This is actually a lot of fun. This is good shit. This is decent. But this could be really a great way to talk about stuff. And it's in an environment where, you know, you're not going to get like slammed for not using the right pronouns.
Right.
I am trying desperately to get my actual name out of this view. It won't let me do it. They got it rigged. Back of the profile. Preferences. Profile. Time zone. America. I guess I'm closest to Chicago.
So you created an account and it just used your real name?
Well, they asked me to put my real name in, but I didn't think it was going to use it as my display name.
Right.
You know, like I've got a username there. It's showing both. America, Detroit. Profile header, user card, featured topic, save changes. What about this? See if I can change my real name. I can change my full name. I'm gonna put Charlie. I'm just gonna put Charlie. There. It's a little better. Yeah, I don't want this to become a searchable fucking web address. You know, I don't need people like... I got people always trying to stalk me and find me and shit on the internet. I don't need them finding my shit on this thing.
Yeah. I just used the personal atmosphere successfully for the first time.
There's nothing. Nothing. Please.
I can upload a custom picture. I'm going to create one with AI.
Yeah, that's what I did for my YouTube channel, and it worked great.
What I did with my Spotify account, I created custom album covers for each of my
Whatever you
playlists
need.
that were based on the
Feel free to drop some
I
stuff
have
into
my
my bag.
playlists that I create are based on my mood. So I have like breakup, you know, for relationships. I have like get it on. I have, you know, driving at night, you know. And so what I do is I've created images for each one of those themes you know, based on the title.
I might have just found a better spacesuit than the Mantis.
Maybe if you're...
Yep, it's better. It's way better. And it was just sitting on Sarah the entire time.
lucky, we'll talk again later. If something's on your mind, I'd be happy to...
Generate.
Stay safe, darling.
Generate.
This organic
No.
protein powder did not agree with my stomach.
There's something to be said for brand loyalty. Please, take a look.
And I only had like half of the serving size too.
Son of a bitch. Please don't make... Oh, where's my authenticator app? What number is it? Authenticator app? Where's this damn thing? Number 40. Prove. Yes. Yeah, my stomach was messed up today too. We got some really good pizza from this pizza place near me, and I knew I shouldn't have put anchovies on it, but I was really wanting anchovies.
I don't think I've ever had anchovies.
I love them if they're cooked really crispy, and they're like little crispy, salty nuggets of love on the pizza.
Resources weigh 25% less. Oh, that's the key one.
Oh, after it makes me link my fucking live account, now it wants me to pay. You whore. Why didn't you tell me beforehand so I didn't have to do this? You said it was free. God, these bitches.
What, for Microsoft?
No, I just used some random fucking image generator site and made me link either my Google or my Microsoft account to it, and so I didn't have to create a login. And now it's like, oh, pay $7 a month and begin your free trial.
Oh, use Copilot. Use Microsoft Copilot because it's free,
Yeah.
and that's how I got my profile picture.
Good idea. Alright, here I am, Copilot.
I love Copilot. That came in such good handy for my
Copilot.
classes. Sometimes it's kind of retarded when it comes to making photos, but you just gotta be like, you gotta give it a prompt and then you gotta give it an art style. So like I did redhead in a jester hat abstract art.
asked my boss what they're doing to stop new alien attacks on the city. He said,
Oh, Sarah just ran into the corner of a store and now she's staring at the wall.
You're only as safe as you... I would never dream of selling substandard gear. Please do. I hope we have some...
Oh, you can sell weapons here. You broke bitch.
Good luck on all your adventures.
Yeah, maybe it was mixing the AG1 with the protein powder. But I don't do the full serving size of either. But like last week when I was doing the non-organic protein powder and mixing it with the AG1, my stomach did not have a problem with it at all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I even like mentioned to the HR guy, I was like, this shit right here is a fucking superpower in a bottle, dude.
Finally back with our
Athletic
son.
greens
That's all that
plus
matters.
protein powder. And he's like, well, if your stomach hurts in an hour. And I said, nope, already tested it on my days off. Don't want to be shitting myself at work. And yeah, I didn't have any problems with it, but I drank, when I got the organic protein powder, I tested it out yesterday, but only did half of the serving size. Then when I was working on my patio today, I was just drinking it very slowly. And I called my parents and my stomach was in pain.
I'm not sure power like that was meant for humankind.
I was like, I gotta go.
About me.
Ranger?
Profile header will be created
If you don't see what you
and
want,
have a
I know
default
we're
width
safe
of
now, but I'm
110
still a little
pixels.
Oh, please, take a look.
I don't think I need to be that extreme. I'm happy with my AI generated pick. It came out excellently. First try. Gave me 2 suggestions and the second one was exactly what I was looking for. Good call on the co-pilot. Saves me time.
Oh yeah.
I forgot they used Dolly. Alright, let's see. Has any moderators looked at my shit? Tracking. I'll be pending for a little bit. But it looks like they do it and they turn it around pretty quickly because I see on others post date and creation dates usually have about an hour between them.
Thanks for coming in.
If you're in the market for
Let's look at top subjects. Whoa, these are some crazy views on some of these. 50,000 views, 1,000 comments. These are all things you'd expect. Term limits for senators and representatives, national voter ID. Dude, ban official food dyes is like #5 most popular subject. And property tax is #6.
Yeah, because they just went into it so deep on Rogan.
Ban stock trading for Congress and President, that's like #9. It's got a lot of votes.
Yeah, I mean, ban it completely.
No, they should ban it, Riley. They should ban it. It's really bad. It's very, very bad. It's insider trading.
So they can't even have any kind of retirement account?
No, they can, but it has to be similar to what you would think of as a blind trust. So you have to give discretionary authority to an investment advisor who picks the stocks, not you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, like, let's say I wanted to hire an
Long-term
outside...
trades only.
Well, they don't have to be long-term. They can be managed however the portfolio strategy says. It's just that you can't tell them what stocks you want in there. You know what I mean? That way it eliminates the conflict of interest, because if you sit on the the energy committee and there's a bill that's going to be passed that's going to help like ExxonMobil, and then you go out and buy a bunch of ExxonMobil, then vote for the bill passes, and the stock goes up $20, you just did insider trading, and that's what they're all doing.
Right.
That's what Nancy Pelosi. Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about.
#10 most popular, reclassified transgenderism as a mental disorder. It's got a lot of hits.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Yeah, well, it already is a mental disorder. It's called gender dysphoria, so that's not new. Maybe a better way of phrasing it is to call it by its already established name. I don't know if... I guess it's more like... I think really what they're trying to say here is recognize the actual condition for what it is. You don't have to call it a mental illness. It's already classified as one.
Right.
Wow, there's a bunch of mental health doctors in here. Owing pine on the issue. One guy says, this medical professional says it would backfire. Because the minute you do that, they're going to use it as a form of disability and try to get benefits.
Right.
That's a good point. This guy writes, it's the definition of weaponized autism. There's some funny shit in here.
I sold.
Oh, my day just got off. Bring me anything
Sarah
useful?
and mine's inventory, and I cleared out the entire Jemison merchants.
See you soon,
And I've
love.
still got more gear to sell.
All these people have their fucking full names on here. They're so stupid.
Yeah,
This is a bunch of boomers that have no idea how the internet works.
265.
Let me guess.
Yeah, that's not. This
I'll
is
only
truly
carry
not
the good
smart
stuff.
for
Just kidding.
to do. Like if I click this
I
guy,
miss talking to you already.
Yeah, they think it's Facebook.
yeah. Like Vicky Mosier. Vicky Mosier made a very inflammatory comment here. She's gonna be getting some hate from some people, I can tell you right now. So is Forrest Crockett. Even worse, we got Michael C. Niglia III.
He's got to be careful with that name when he says it in public.
Neglia. From, oh, even better, from San Francisco. Devin Van Winkle.
Magazine and battery mods 3. Why don't I have that?
Reverend Robert Mays III.
Special projects, rank 1.
All right, if President Trump decides to enact my Social Security Act, I'll just be happy if he invites me to the White House for the signing. That's all I need. Take the boys down to the White House.
Thank you, and he's gonna pat your left shoulder. Thank you.
Yes.
He's gonna clap.
He'll say
thumbs up.
He'll say, "We're here today to proudly sign this very, very strong, very powerful act. Very powerful act.
Very nice. It's gonna help a lot of people. Lots of people.
It's going to bring a lot of people. Very strong, powerful wealth. Very powerful bill. Bigly."
A lot of money that the elites already enjoy. Lots of them.
Here's a good one right here. Prohibit middle of the night lame duck session congressional bill passing. That's a good one. Full government transparency, no hidden votes or secret ballots.
Make it so the government can't shut down anymore.
Well, I don't know how you get rid of that. No more puppy mills.
I don't know how you would enforce that, because people do it in their backyard.
Exactly.
Excellent. Penetrator rounds.
Whoa, that looks lethal.
It's hot. Let's see what's hot. Go to the Liberty category. Prosecute Fauci.
Yeah, honest to God.
Number one post. Number one post.
I agree.
Here's one that I like. Repeal the Patriot Act. Yes, please.
If you're going to lock up Anthony Fauci, you're locking up science.
Exactly.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Did you see like a month or two ago when Steven Crowder absolutely fucking nailed that New York health guy?
Yes.
Oh, that was excellent. That
Yes.
was
You know,
beautiful.
Crowder has really like come a long way from like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's always been funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, he's taken out, like, he's got some credibility now. Like, he's actually like becoming a fixture of the anti-woke sort of anti, you know, campus anti, you know what I mean? Like, he's kind of like a scaled down version of Charlie Kirk.
Yeah,
Just funnier.
I still haven't seen any of Charlie Kirk stuff.
Oh, Charlie Kirk is amazing. He might have been he could have been just as important as Elon Musk when it came to winning this election, because his whole thing is focused around campus reform. He's been on all the campuses. He's out there. He puts himself out there. He invites people to engage in he goes into the heart of the den of the lion and engages these leftists, and does it in such a way that he's very polite. He's full of logic. He's informed. He has conversations with them, and he trains students around the nation on how to have conversations that aren't argumentative, but are based in logic and fact, to confront their own peers on subjects that are usually, you know, not just hot button topics, but they've been distorted by the media. It's kind of like an anti-brainwashing kind of army of young people, and he has just done such an amazing job. He's very good.
I watched Commando.
Oh yeah, do you like Commando?
Who would have thunk that little girl would grow up to be fucking Alyssa Milano?
That's why I was wondering if you picked up on that. I know she's kind of cute in then as well, but my favorite line: "Let off some steam, Bennett." When he throws the pipe.
That doesn't
through him.
even make sense either, because he rips the pipe out of the fucking thing and then it just blows off steam.
I know.
What the fuck? I just love the fucking lace thing that he was wearing the entire time. He looked like such a fucking dork.
Yes. Such a good movie, though. I mean, just like when you want a pure action with just mindless fun and cliche lines, it's just, they don't make movies like that, you know?
Well, he said, "I'll be back" to him.
Yes, he dropped an "I'll be back."
Yeah.
Are you talking to Charlie?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were yelling at me. Such a good movie. What are you gonna watch next?
I'm watching First Blood Part 2 now.
Oh yeah, you got it. Now that you're into the series, now you got to keep going.
Because I honestly
Part
thought
2
that
is good.
Rambo was just the first movie.
No. Yes.
You ever watched Inglourious Basterds?
Yes, it's a great movie.
Oh yeah.
Inglourious Basterds. Highly recommended. 10 out of 10.
All is well, Captain.
Yeah, we had it on Blu-ray. That was like one of the first Blu-rays that we got.
Yeah, I just rewatched it. I think a month ago. It was on Netflix or something.
Isn't it super? I recall it being super long.
It's a 2-hour movie.
Yeah, isn't it a Tarantino?
No, you're thinking of. Is it Tarantino? Yes, it is Tarantino.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yep.
One of the only movies that Tarantino makes that actually fucking makes sense. I did not like Pulp Fiction. It's an unpopular
I liked all of his movies,
but I watched Pulp Fiction twice, I think, and I was like, yep, still don't get it. I still don't get it. It's just all over the place.
You have to watch Reservoir Dogs
While we're
first.
here,
Have you watched Reservoir Dogs?
In at the lodge.
No.
So that was his first. So it's the same universe. So a lot of what's going on in Pulp Fiction is carried over from Reservoir Dogs. It's got a lot of the same characters in it, and it's a cult classic. It's actually, see, Pulp Fiction put them on the map, okay? But Reservoir Dogs came out, years before Pulp Fiction, and it was a good movie. It's a great movie, but it just didn't. It was Quentin Tarantino before he refined his style, and it was just, people were not used to movies like that. When it first came out, like that Quentin Tarantino hard edge, like very raw kind of format, and it's probably the most raw format of any of his films. It's good, but you should go back and watch Reservoir Dogs if you want to give him a chance at understanding kind of his filmography.
I like Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight's good. My favorite order of watching that stuff would be, Reservoir Dogs, then Pulp Fiction, then the Kill Bill series, because they actually are all in the same universe with the same timeline, essentially.
Yeah, I watched Kill Bill 1 and 2 when I was younger.
They all tie together. All four of those, or all three. I guess no, it's Kill Bill 1, and there's no third one, is there?
No.
Yeah, it's just two of them. So yeah, so those four movies are one set, really, in the same universe, even though they're not sold that way.
Isn't he? So Hateful Eight was wasn't it his 8th movie too? And he said he's only gonna make 10 and he's done.
Yeah, he said that. Well, he said he was gonna retire. I think as early as last year he said that. But I think he's actually working on another movie.
Because his last one was Hollywood, Once Upon a Time. Mm-hmm. Which I got probably about 45 minutes into, and then I think I fell asleep. But
it was okay. I watched it. I wasn't impressed.
What I did find funny was when Brad Pitt picks up the girl and he's like, how old are you? And she's like 18. Then he just looks at her. She's like 16. And then he just looks at her and then she's like 14.
Yeah. Now you know what else is another good movie? It's not well known that it's a Quentin Tarantino wrote this movie, but he didn't direct it. It's one of the few where he wrote the story and he didn't direct, and that's Dusk Till Dawn.
Interesting.
Have you ever seen it? It's a very highly rated movie. It's very, very good. it's kind of a pulp horror film. These two criminals basically like take hostages. They've committed a crime and they're running from the cops, and they take hostages in truck stop diner, and it turns out the diner is populated by vampires, and they're locked in there with them. And it's just, you can imagine what happens. But it's pretty good. And surprisingly, George Clooney's in it, who I don't particularly like. But Juliette Lewis, who's another hardcore leftist, she's hilarious. But my favorite is good old Harvey Keitel, who's in so many of his movies. Harvey Keitel played the cleaner, in Pulp Fiction. What's the guy? They call him to clean up the messes.
Oh yeah.
He pulls up in the sports car with the tuxedo when he blows the brains out in the back of the car. Best scene in the whole freaking movie, my opinion. And Quentin Tarantino does his cameo, and he's worried about Bonnie coming home from work earlier, and there's blood all over the place.
Oh yeah. I just love the iconic "Say what again? Say what again?" I think Steven Crowder even has that in his opening like song. Say what again? Say what again?
Samuel L. Jackson is great in that movie. It's one of my favorite Samuel L. Jackson roles.
Yeah,
that movie made him famous.
Him and the guy in Fallout. Oh shit! The ghoul. Fucking Goggins, Walton Goggins. When he finds out that the the Southern general is there, and he basically is kissing his boots, and the fucking Samuel Jackson goes off.
Yeah. See my post there of Emily's concert?
Two of us make quite the pair, eh?
Dude, come on. Billie Eilish. Now, did you see, though, that Billie Eilish went on a rant about...
Yes. Have a look.
The patriarchy and...
Yeah. I don't know a single woman who hasn't endured abuse. Hey, guess what? I do. I know a few women who haven't endured any abuse in their life. In fact, I would hope that there's... Because here's the thing. Not every man is abusing. So, I mean, there are serial abusers, but there's not every man is abusing. So, not all women are going to be abused.
Oh, there you go.
I was just like, oh, for fuck's sake, when she said, I don't know a single woman who hasn't been abused. Here's the thing then. You've got shit friends.
That's true.
You've got a shitty group of friends.
Well, you see, and here's the thing. There have been studies on this about women, particularly young women, like ages 18 to 25. So it has been shown that women that come from conservative backgrounds, that have conservative female friends, are happier and have more lifelong relationships than women that come from neo-progressive or liberal backgrounds. And the reason for that is because those neoliberal and progressive women all have mental illness. Like, they're all depressed. They're all self-victims of a false belief that they're persecuted. They engage in higher degrees of promiscuity. They have bad relationships with both their family and their friends. And they essentially just propagate their own mental illness.
Yeah, a few months ago we hired a country girl, and she worked at a coffee shop before this, but she was making more money with us. Just happy as can be. She'll fucking bullshit with us, the management team, which I always love. And she crushes her route. And she referred a friend who she used to, I'm not sure exactly the term she used, but basically she would drive the combine, and then her friend would drive the truck that would hold all of the grain or whatever. I don't know, she called it like ghosting or some shit. I don't know, some kind of country shit. And I didn't ask her, obviously, but I kind of assumed that she's probably conservative leaning, being from the country.
Hey.
Just happy as can be, hard fucking working, was working 2 pretty much full-time jobs at one point before she just completely transitioned to just working for us. And the only time she was ever upset is when she thought she wasn't going to finish her route. And I wish more people would actually give a shit about that. And she's married, and I think she's younger than me.
Really? That's
Yeah.
good though. I think people
Captain,
that get
I just
married
received a couple
young,
messages
as
from
long
an
as they're mentally
operative
stable,
in
people
the
who want to
embassy
have
office.
families and children.
Did-
Like if your
Did you
goal
actually
is like
succeed?
you're a young person
With Radcliffe and
and
Balmore.
you
Was he alive?
your
Did they
vision
both
of
actually
life is
agree?
family, I think the sooner you start, the better. You know, if you are a young woman and you get married by age 25, I think that's the perfect age. It's not too old, it's not too young. It's enough time for the prefrontal cortex to develop so you're emotionally stable. And it gives you a little time to kind of get whatever is in your system out of your system and be serious about life. And then for men, I think men can actually start a little earlier. I think men can
So the
start
old
like
man is
around
still lurking
23,
around in there.
22, 23,
Fine
because they're
with
already
me,
at
then.
that point where they
And now,
recognize
I've already
that,
arranged everything
you
with the
know, if they're
archival
going to be a
monitors.
provider, they got to work. They
When
got to
you get
work
down
hard.
there,
They're
the
ambitious,
UC monitor will
and they're
give you
young, and they have a lot of
instructions on how to
energy, and
deploy
they
the
can
codes.
focus
Follow them
on making
to the
money.
letter.
You know, and they
Here,
have time
the
to make
UC code
mistakes
piece
too.
and an archival access
And I
card.
think if you can start a
The entrance
family, you
is
know,
just on the
23 to
other side of the
25,
plaza
right in
across from
there,
Mast.
you should go out and do it.
Absolute best
Have as
behavior
many
down
kids
there,
as soon as you
all right?
possibly can. You're going to struggle like a motherfucker for about 10 years, but you'll come out on the other end of it just fine. And you'll still be young when your kids go to college. You know, like if you have kids when you're 25, 18 years later, you're 35, you're 42, 43, you know. You still have all of your life. You could do career changes. You know, there's so much you could do. But if you wait until your 30s or 40s to have kids, you're like retired, you know, by the time your kids are going into college.
Yep, and
And
much higher chance of birth defects.
absolutely. And
Much
not just
higher.
only birth. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of problems with having kids late like that. It's just,
Yeah, I've often
you
thought
know,
about that, and I was like, well, shit, because we literally employ dads that are younger than me, and I was just like, well, shit, I'm actually, like, say I had a 5-year-old kid right now, and I was taking care of a 5-year-old kid, and I was like, well, I think I'd actually be pretty good, and I'd be a pretty good father too. It's just that's not how the cards fell for me. And the reason why I was thinking about 5 years, because the 5 years before that fucking sucked. It just fucking sucked. Changing diapers,
Yeah.
screaming in the middle of the night. That's what's deterring me most from parenthood. Or the
Hank,
idea
hold that.
of parenthood.
Hold that thought. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go. I think I have a beer in the fridge. I'm gonna go see if it's there. Hang on.
Alrighty.
You got your clearances? Good.
No funny business. Understand? We run a tight ship
That
down.
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Why don't you? What's the last 2 decent things that you do to take care of your own time? Yeah,
All codes verified. All parties engaged. You may proceed, Captain.
Nobody wants to take the fucking garbage out in this house.
Oh, Jesus.
It drives me, you know how much shit and food these kids, and Charlie with DoorDash, there's so much trash generated around this place, and then, Cameron eating everything in the kitchen, and there's trash overflowing, and it's all my fault.
Yeah, my trash day is on Thursdays, so when I get home on Wednesdays, after a long fucking day, the last thing I want to do is take out the trash, but I do it because I have to.
I think you would probably be a good parent. The thing about parenting is it's the one thing that makes a parent I don't think there's. I mean, it's hard to say there's good parents and bad parents. There certainly are, but just being a parent, you're going to have your ups and downs. Like you're gonna have periods of time where you're gonna be like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. It's difficult. It's I'm screwing up or this and that. You go through all of these phases, but the funny thing is that all you have to really be as a person to be a parent is you have to understand that your needs are secondary to what your kids' needs are. So there's just a lot of self-sacrifice in being a parent, and because of that,
Let's get this crate
people
into
with
space.
narcissistic personality types, people who are obsessed with themselves, engrossed in social media, these types of people, they're not either ready to be parents or they should never be parents, because they wouldn't be able to handle setting aside their own desires, interests, and needs for the benefit of raising children. And that's the thing I think a lot of people don't understand about parenthood, because they get all excited about the idea, even people that seem to be mature, and then they're like, well, shit, I can't do anything for myself. I can't buy this for myself. I can't go do this. Can't go do that. And I used to go hang out in the garage down the street with the boys. Now I gotta, babysit 3 kids in my living room while my wife is at the store shopping. You know what I mean? So it's being okay with that. It's accepting it. If you're the kind of person that can go, yeah, all right, this is my life now, but then you have to find some joy in it too. So you have to be like, it's worth it.
Yeah, I got some of the best advice that has helped me out in numerous areas of my life from Joe Rogan. He pretty much, when he's upset or he's stressed out or he's doing something that he doesn't want to do, he just closes his eyes for a second, takes a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and he just says, this is what I'm doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and I've used that so many times, and I'm just like, this is what I'm doing right now. When I'm stressed out at work, if someone did something stupid, He's just like, all right, this is what I'm doing right now. Yeah, no, we have a driver who's younger than me, and his girlfriend is pregnant, and he can be very selfish and very complaining, and he just complains and complains and complains to the point where we've muted him on the phone a few times just from his complaining.
That
and
bad.
He doesn't want to do his job correctly. Basically, if there's dogs outside, he won't deliver the package without even trying, depending on whether, and I mean 80% of the dogs, 80 to 90% of the dogs are not going to bite you, and they never will bite you. They'll still be all up in your face, plenty of them, and maybe 20% of them will be friendly. But
that's a low percentage.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, very low. And those are, you know what's shocking? All of them neutered, all of them spayed and neutered are the friendly
Maybe
ones.
that's why. Oh well, that is interesting.
Yeah, well, that's male dogs. Female dogs can still be.
Excuse me.
Bitchy.
Howdy. There you are.
Even after being.
Captain?
I don't know, is it spayed for females?
Yeah.
Neutered for males? Okay.
Captain,
Yep.
if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Yeah, I mean, my female German Shepherd is by no means any calmer because she was spayed.
Yeah.
She is, if anything, just as aggressive as she would have been had she not.
Yeah, and then the owners will always say, oh, don't worry, they don't bite. Oh, no, they don't bite you. You
Right.
can never trust them. And then they look at you like you're crazy. It's just like, I'm a stranger on your property dressed in delivery garb. They might bite me. Dogs hate delivery drivers. It's well known.
They do. My dog absolutely hates the mailman with a vengeance, and really has an issue with the UPS truck. Just the sound of the UPS truck, like 2 blocks away, coming rumbling down the road, she just starts to get super aggro. And if she's outside, she will run the entire distance of the yard along the fence, like she's trying to attack a burglar on the other side of the fence as the truck drives by, barking at it like viciously.
Yeah, I actually delivered to a place last week where the notes said, if the dog is outside, it will just bark at your wheels, but is friendly. So I'm like, oh fuck. So I drive onto their property, and sure as shit, this fucking dog comes up, and I'm just watching her in my mirror, just barking at the fucking wheels as I'm driving along. And I'm like, the fact that you're okay with this is not cool. Someone's gonna come in here way less nice than me, and they're gonna fucking hit and kill your dog. And I got so annoyed by the end of it that I just started to fucking peel out, because the dog was still barking up as I walked up to the front door. Bark, 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 bark on my ass, bark, 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 bark. Then I get back into the van, I turn around, and just barking at my wheels, so I have to keep track of this fucking dog the entire time so I don't hit it. Just barking at the wheels, like an inch away from the fucking wheel hub. Bark, bark, bark. I'm just like, you shouldn't be okay with your dog barking at wheels. Yeah, it's pretty funny for about 5 seconds, and then it gets brutally fucking annoying.
Time for us to start getting some real answers and figure out if we've been
I
asking
think I'm
the
going
right
to play some
questions.
Power Wash Simulator.
So whenever you're ready.
It's included with Game Pass.
Acknowledged
I
and
need a
accepted,
chill
Captain.
game.
So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devils had
Release the
Mars, back
pressure
where you found
with
Percival,
Power Wash
seemed
Simulator.
the natural spot.
Wash
Already
away
has the
your
equipment,
worries
the
with
safety
soothing
measures.
sounds of high pressure
Though it
water.
sounded like the deputy
Fire
had
up your
a few
power
things
washer
wanted
and
to
blast
discuss with
away
you first.
every speck of dirt and
Indeed.
grime you can
The
find.
most important of
Build
which
your
is
own
getting
power
your
washing
citizenship.
business and unlock new
Then
tools,
I guess we'll
upgrades, and
see you
more.
on Mars.
All with the simple satisfaction of
If you
power
follow me.
washing to a sparkling finish.
Have you seen that game,
Yep.
like, I don't know what it's called, Home Improvement Simulator or Real Estate Simulator?
Yeah, I think I have.
It seems very satisfying. You basically just buy a shit house and then you clean it up, and then you put nice little couches and chairs in there and appliances and countertops, and then you sell it.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Dude, Game Pass has got some good freebies on here. Forza 5, Forza 4,
Well,
Halo
Forza
Infinite,
5 and 4 are on there, but Indiana Jones.
Among Us,
Indiana Jones is going to come
DayZ.
out day one on Game Pass. Which is why I think I'm going to cancel my PlayStation Extra subscription. Because it already has all the Bethesda games and Assassin's Creed games, and that's basically what I was using it for. And I barely touched the Doom DLC, so I can just download it on this and play it on that. Why do we have to be up here to do this?
All right,
Now,
Captain.
why
Are you ready to become a
is my
citizen of the United
Discord
Colonies?
working on Xbox since I'm talking to you
Good.
on it?
This
Yet
isn't
the
the only matter we
sound
need to
for the
discuss, so I'll give you the
games
short
is
version.
coming out of the TV.
Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions
Very
today and in
peculiar.
days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies.
Wonder if I have
Your
these
service,
headphones on some
bravery,
sort of
strength,
mode.
and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen?
Sure, whatever. This shit seems so stupid. I have to earn my citizenship through service. I really want to say, sure, whatever. I will.
Dude, this
Captain,
game's
I'm
in,
pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies
this
as a full
game is
citizen.
going to take forever
Here,
to download.
your
I am
official
getting
ID and your citizenship
15,
dispensation.
20 megabits
We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the
because
plaza
somebody
know you're
else
approved to
somebody
purchase
else
property.
in this house is
Now,
streaming
the
and
other
somebody
item
is
we needed to
probably
discuss.
playing something
There's a
downstairs.
member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position.
It's annoying.
Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this
And then they're
person
gonna
has
come up in 5
information that
minutes
could
and
prove
ask if you're
useful in
downloading
dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated
Yep.
they'll
No,
only
Charlie's
share
going to
with you.
come running in here.
They asked for you by
He's
name.
going to go,
So I need
what
your
is going
agreement that
on? I'm in a
everything you're about to
competitive
see
match.
is
I am
kept in the
lagging so
strictest
bad.
confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
Yet I'm using like literally 20 megabits. So
Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access
it's
by the time you
barely
get there.
like squeaking out whatever's left.
That is the very nice thing about, one of the very nice things about living alone. All of the bandwidth is mine.
That is nice. Maybe if I change, I have another 5G channel here. Let me see if I can get faster. Let's switch to the 5G too.
Very big.
It's 8 gigs.
Okay.
Oh, let's see if I can maybe get off of this network and get onto a better one. I'm on my Rick and Morty 5G. I did that on purpose so that everybody knows I like Rick and Morty.
And I had no idea this place even existed. The UC certainly excels at keeping secrets.
Set up wireless net.
Additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
Use a
I'll be
connection.
fine. You go on ahead.
What?
There we go.
UC Commander Sarah Morgan can't enter this clearance area? How dare you, sir? Alright.
I need a real drink.
How did your Terramorph mission go?
Pretty good. I bribed some people, got the information I needed. Now I've got over $1 million, so money ain't a thing.
Money ain't a thing.
When I tap on my money in the grave.
You and I should chat.
Carrot and star parentheses.
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse.
And
Quite the series of accomplishments.
Oh, there's one banger song that we used to just blast in college.
Enemy lurking in
and
the
it's
shadows.
Drake,
You're going to need
Money
all the
in the
help you
Grave.
can get, which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I
It
am?
was like, I mean, where the fuck should I really even start? I got hoes I've been keeping in the dark.
I know that song.
When I die, put my money in the grave.
I'm Francois Fanon, but most know me as Vivictus. I was an admiral during the Colony War, one of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here, a sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies. Very astute. That's my daughter. My progeny. You've been working alongside. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family? Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do. After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their
You there?
recovery teams,
Oh yeah.
helping them gather intelligence on,
Let's
locate,
see if this
and
is
organize
improved.
scenarios to lure in
Oh yeah,
criminals
250
that evaded
megabits.
justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process,
That
I
fixed
managed
it.
to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on.
Ah, we're
I'll
cruising.
tell you where they are.
Ooh, 300.
In exchange, I need something dealt with.
I just went from 3 hours to 3 minutes left.
Oh boy.
There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlays. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more.
Hang on, I'm going to disconnect my headphones and turn them back
He
on.
fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come
Can you hear me?
quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell
There's
you
some
what
mode
I know.
on these stupid Turtle Beach headphones that if you do something, it divides the sound between the two devices, and I can't fix it.
You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it. Good. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. Wolf system. There's a
Oh, the
star
bandwidth
station
is
in the vicinity.
mine.
The Den. The head of the local Vanguard, one
I remember now, in my router, I prioritize 5G1 over 5G2 because I have my TV in the other room on 5G1, and I don't want any buffering or any foul-ups. So if anybody's on 5G1, they get bandwidth priority over the other channels, which means I get full bandwidth priority, and then whatever's left goes to 5G2. So now I just flipped it so that now they're getting 28 megabits.
Well, well. Back for more, eh? Bye, love.
Coming?
What's happening, darling? I'll be right here.
My dog is sitting on the bed. She's curled up like a little fox. She looks like a fox.
My love.
She's
Excellent.
curled up in the perfect little comma with her nose tucked into her tail and her tail over the top of her head.
Do have that deep cover mission now.
Oh, the Crimson Fleet one?
Yeah.
I think that's the best. I think that's the best part of the game. That Crimson Fleet stuff. It's really fun. Power Wash Simulator is installed. Ready to start. Oh, it's co-op, Riley.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy.
Oh, and it's formatted for 120 frames per second. Excellent.
Surprised me too when I learned it, but the prisoner has proven useful over the years and kept far from any major decision-making. But I do think it's worth re-emphasizing. No one else can know about this. All right?
Check special packs.
Good.
No, I do not want to
Bringing
download
this up to the
Shrek.
outside world would create the unfair appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged.
Oh.
That's not a good look for
Special
any of
packs
us.
help clean layers
No,
of grime
there
in
something in
5
particular
charming
you
fairy
needed to
tale
discuss about-
jobs in the new Shrek
We
special
were just
pack.
discussing.
Do I get that free? If I get that free on Game Pass. Oh, what do we got? We've got seasonal specials. We got the Shrek, Alice Adventures, Warhammer 40,000, Back to the Future, SpongeBob, Midgar,
Dr. Reginald
Tomb Raider.
Relays? He's finally found him.
I might download
Of
this
course,
Back
killing
to the
Relays
Future
is completely
one.
out of the question.
Add-on is available for
Bringing him to
purchase.
justice.
Oh,
He's been on the
cancel.
lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC.
That's why
What's
they
being
made
offered
it
in
free.
return?
Yeah.
Really? He found the members of the research team.
Start my
He
career.
initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's
I can
the deal,
earn
you
up
have
to
my
$150 cleaning
just
the van.
so long as you make every
I'm gonna clean
effort
the
to bring
van.
the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your
Start
meeting?
job. What are the details?
Then I'll bid you good day, Captain.
Oh wow, it tells you how much you make for each part. It's like $2 for the brake lights, $2 for the bumper. I can make up to $50. Oh, I can earn a tip. I do a good job. Okay.
Greetings, citizen. Welcome to the
Start. Inventory, raise and lower tablet. Next to nozzle, rotate, use the washer. Select nozzle, soap. Oh, I gotta choose the different nozzles, like soaping nozzle. Select extension. Aim. Sprint, walk. Okay. So do I want to rinse first, do you think? Oh yeah, I don't want to get too close. I could strip the paint right off of this thing.
Slowing you down.
Should probably use a number 15. Oh shit, yeah. I just took the paint right off the hood. Ooh, yeah, you definitely got to back up. Oh shit. I fucked this thing up bad. Okay.
Excuse him.
Welcome to the den. If you have business, feel free to land.
This is actually somewhat of a challenge.
Seals are locked and we are docked.
Hi. Please disregard.
Well, this station's seen better days. I wonder if the UC will ever fully restore
Looking
it
to
to
lodge
its
a
former
complaint?
glory.
Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard. Oh, apologies, Captain. Didn't recognize you
This is
without
the
the
dirtiest thing ever. This truck is
So-
so dirty.
What can I do for you? Orlace. Doesn't ring a bell.
Truck is
Anything you
disgusting.
can tell me about him? Seriously?
Ah,
Out
okay.
here? Surprised they didn't send out a general notice he's in town. Though, I guess there's less a chance he bolts if they keep it hush.
The
But I
windshield's
expect we
not
would've
easy
heard
to
something.
clean.
Wait. The Warlock. There's been rumor of a ship out there for years now. Doesn't respond to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators have tried to find it, and at least 2 never came back. Aetherius debris fields are plenty dangerous if you're not used to flying in them.
Oh, there's a
And if
ladder.
you're suggesting it might not have been the fields that
How do I go up this ladder?
Well, I can give you the coordinates of the Warlock's last sighting.
Oh, cool.
Can't think of a better spot your Orlace might be hiding.
I was wondering how I was going to get the roof.
Sure thing. Here. This should get you pointed in the right direction. Go get your man.
Better change my nozzle.
where to next.
Gotta undock.
Captain on deck.
Separation complete.
Yeah, this is like meditation therapy, like cleaning this car.
Endless boys. Who is this you've brought me? More scrap for the field. Savor your last moments.
There is a strategy here.
All systems.
Their shield system is damaged. Missile target.
No, I will not die in a cage.
Engines down, docking complete.
Docking complete. We're good to go.
Gotta deal with
Rotate
some
nozzle.
troublemakers.
There's no.
Hello.
Master, what the fuck are you doing on this ship?
You will not take me. I lost everything because of the UC. They will get no more.
Body cleaned, $31. Now, how come it only says 98% clean though?
Pilot emergency detected. Hatch override engaged.
Did he just kill himself? No, he just killed himself.
Vasco did?
File deletion cannot be
Reginald Orlays.
process.
I'm missing. 2% is missing.
Why is there blood all over the ground when he just injected himself? Just gotta make sure. Perfect. You won't be caged.
Oh shit. I just carved a nice little line in this fucking paint job.
Don't worry about me. I've handled worse heat than this.
So what am I missing?
Hello. This is why I boarded the ship instead of blowing it up.
Dude, this tire is as clean as you can make a tire clean. Yet it says it's not clean. I don't know. Very aggravated by this. This is now causing me stress when it's supposed to be bringing me enjoyment. To-do list. Bumpers, doors, and tires. Dude. There's the dirt. Oh, I found the dirt. Okay. Carved my name in this.
plenty of contraband now.
Job complete. Made $150.
Captain Red, it is
I'll be right back.
pleasant to see you.
Well, that was fun. Now what?
It's time to stash this contraband.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
Should get an XP boost for this shit.
I wish all of our moments together could be.
How can I be of service, Captain?
All right. Now. Now I have to clean some guy's garden, back garden, with all the walkways and the tiles.
Captain, can I help you?
Got to be a more efficient way to play this. Let's go to a number. There's a lot of shit here.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Yeah, he's got a really moldy fence. It's all black and moldy.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Dr. Olays? I'm not surprised.
I thought I had a soap
The man
attachment.
fled every consequence he ever faced. Of course, you don't
40
expect me
degree
to just take you
nozzle.
at your word, do you? Excellent. Please.
The fence really needs to be
deposit it in
hit
the
with some
transfer system.
soap or bleach or something. Pretty bad.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one.
Corner's got mold in it.
His name is
algae
Kaiser.
growing on
You
it.
can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome. Of course. We're protecting the galaxy, Captain. We'll need every tool at our disposal.
Have you met up with Delgado yet?
Authorized personnel only.
Is that the guy on the spaceship?
He's at the key in the Crimson Fleet.
No, not yet. I'm still doing the Vanguard missions. I've become a citizen.
Keeping the skies safe out there?
How's it feel?
How's it feel?
Yeah.
I can now buy property, which I'm probably never going to do.
I've never used my penthouse that they gave me.
No, I've got a spaceship for that, so... And an outpost or two, and I've literally only put like one hab on the outpost just to make the people's quality of life better. And he didn't even need it. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ, I just grav-dashed into the fucking ground on Jemison. I'm literally underneath the map right now and I can't do anything. Holy
You can
shit.
jump up. You can jump up through the map.
Yep, I did.
You can.
And now I'm frozen and blinking. My
So now you
character
just
looks
fast,
terrified.
just fast travel out of that.
It might not allow me to do that because I'm... Oh, never mind, it did.
I have things for you.
glad to be part of the team.
You're handling this whole captain thing really well.
Alrighty, I might save this mission.
One little speck of mold.
And call the stream.
You might be interested in.
Captain Red, greetings.
Alrighty, folks. Thanks for coming in tonight. Make sure you like the stream. I'll be back on tomorrow. I don't think Duswami will be here, so we'll be playing something different. But make sure you like the stream before you head out. I wasn't feeling very good when I started this because of my stomach. But I'll be back on here tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Alrighty. Farewell. Bye-bye.